Hey, good morning. How are we today? It's a beautiful Saturday morning. Lovely, lovely, lovely morning. How are you? How was your sleep? I want to talk about be pound wise and penny indifferent. When we're growing up, there's this statement they'll say, don't be penny wise, pound foolish. So this morning, I want to say, be pound wise, penny indifferent. I am a very frequent traveler. I travel a lot. In fact, in the last 7 to 8 years, hotels have been like about 30 to 40% of my residence. I stay in hotels a lot, whether I'm in my place of residence, like when I'm in Abuja, once in a while I check into a hotel to do some zoning out or some work or something. Of course, I travel almost every 2 weeks, unless, of course, I decide to decline invitations. So I am an active traveler, both local and international, and that guarantees that I'll stay in hotels a lot. So when it comes to hotels, I've had a good sum of experiences. I have seen many kinds of hotels. I have felt many kind of experiences. So I can categorically adjudge performance in hotels, both in including customer service, behaviors, hotel aesthetics, lighting, sanitary hygiene, sound, and so many factors. Now, this current hotel where I came from, this my current trip, I noticed that when I came into the room, two things stood out for me. First, there was a tray where I was supposed to have my beverage and tea. The tray with its electric kettle is there, but there is no tea. And so I asked, I said, am I going to have supplies? And they said, no, it's not part of the package. Now, I checked in the fridge and there was no complimentary water. Now, from experiences of my trips, any hotel I go to, not any, many hotels I go to, when you check in, there is a complimentary bottle of water every day, and there are supplies for tea every day. In fact, there is a hotel I usually will stay in Ikeja GRA. They even they replenish tea supplies twice a day. That's how meticulous they are. Um, but on the flip side, this hotel every morning wakes you up to remind you of your complimentary breakfast. The other hotel where I used to stay in Ikeja do not remind you of your complimentary breakfast. Now, so I'm picking out these differences, and guess what is occurring to me? I did the maths. If you were to put a bottle of water in every room, per room, let's assume you buy the water in bulk, you may be spending an average of 15 naira per bottle. Tea supplies, if you buy in bulk, whatever the combination you put, maybe 200 naira maximum, the cost of the tea supplies in the tray. So if my room rate is an average of 20,000, 25,000 per night minimum, and you're spending, say, 250 naira per night or per day to give me some of this convenience, it is being pound wise, penny indifferent. I think many businesses, and this is where you come in, many businesses think that these minute things are too costly to maintain. So instead of paying attention to these minute things that the customer may be looking out for, we tend to think it's too costly to do. Imagine, for instance, in soccer, when you pay for any soccer class, automatically you have food supplies in any class. It's embarrassing. In fact, they tell us in soccer that we're a fattening room. We give you so much food. We give you water. If you want water 10 times in a day, we can do it. If you want tea 5 times in a day, we will do it. We are so liberal with our food and our convenience supplies so that you don't have any reason to feel inconvenienced. We give you sweeteners like sweets, like bubble gum, of course with caution, tom tom. We we make the experience comfortable. Aside the fact that we give you world class manuals, world-class tuition. Our facilitating is on point. Our venues are on point. The ambience is on point. We make sure you have the kind of comfort you really need to enjoy the classes. Why do we do this? Ordinarily, we could have just said we don't need to do so much. But hey, it is in these tiny, tiny details that the customer remembers your brand. Don't forget, it's in these tiny, tiny details that the customer remembers your brand. In our last class that just finished last week, we had a vegan in class. We had to be buying exclusive food for the vegan. It was not part of his payment, but we went out of our way to do it. Guess what? Every member of the class started saying next time they will place their own special food orders, and they didn't mind paying a premium for it. That is what paying attention to details does. So if you're a business owner and you're watching this video, please, I want to appeal to you to do the following things. Number one, what are the tiny, tiny, tiny details you think a customer may enjoy? Sometimes as the business owner, you will not think of it naturally. Guess what? Think like your mom. Think like your spouse. Think for your kids. Think for your siblings. Think for your loved ones. Think as though you are accommodating someone you really, really care about. The things you will pay attention to, introduce it in your business. That is how to think about these things. I recall when I was a young boy in Gombe then, my dad and I were going to Gombe town from where we lived in Ashaka Cement. And as we were entering the vehicle, my mom said, wait. You guys did not hold water. Oh. And honestly, in my mind, I didn't think what was the point of carrying water when we were traveling to town where we can buy water. She said, no, put this water in the car. So I put a few bottles of water in the car and we took off. Do you know, on the way, my dad became thirsty and he was like, women have a way of thinking things comprehensively. That never left me. It stuck with me. So guess what? When you think about your loved ones, you will know what to introduce in your business. Please do it. Number two, do the cost-benefit analysis. You realize that, like in Sopka, the average cost in Sopka, the cheapest cost in Sopka, I think, is 55,000 naira. Some go as high as 250,000, 300,000 naira. How much is the food safe? How much are the convenience supplies? Maybe highest, maybe we'll spend. It's so costly, maybe 5K, 10K per head per day. Our courses are maximum of 5 days in some cases. If we spend 10K per day for 5 days per head, in terms of food supplies, I'm not talking of tuition, I'm not talking of manuals, what does it cost us? It just reinforces our brand. So pay attention to the figures. Don't just jump into it and say, oh, well, Coach Sam says pay attention to the pounds. No, don't jump at it, but do the math. You realize that really it doesn't cost you anything. So do the math and see how much you can scale down per head, per cost every day. That's number two. Number three, introduce it as a system. It's not enough to do it one-off. It's necessary for you to create an experience. When you read the book, the something guide by Robin Sharma, Greatness Guide by Robin Sharma, he said he went to Israel and he had a haircut. And the next time he went to the same salon, they had changed their processes. And it occurred to him that consistency of processes is what keeps a customer, because he felt disappointed the second time. So the first thing I said, think of how you will treat your loved ones and consider it for your business. Number two, do the cost-benefit analysis. You will realize that it costs you really nothing. Number three, make it part of your process so that irrespective of which staff is managing that process, they will do exactly how you want. Very, very key. So these 3 points I'll leave with you today, this Saturday. This is a business video. Please share this video. Someone in your loved family line, in your friendship, someone that you love, someone you care about, who does businesses, who works anywhere, may need this video. Kindly share this video and also drop your comments so we can have a conversation. Have a beautiful Saturday and thank you for being here. It's good to see you, Paul Ishaya. It's good to see you, Stella. It's good to see you, Chixie. It's good to see you, Caroline, Chikodi. Good to see you, Yomide. Nice, good to see you here. Daddy, Andy, Heme, good to see you, sir. Tola, good to see you. Thank you and have a beautiful, peaceful, restful Saturday. Bye.